12 mind-blowing facts about people. You won't believe what your brain does. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Get ready to have your minds blown because today we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology. We're about to uncover the secrets your brain doesn't even want you to know, from why you always forget what's in the middle of your grocery list, to why that one song can make you feel all the feels. We're going deep into the psychology of you. Let's get psychoanalytical up in here. Ever notice how you always remember the first and last things on a list, but everything in between is just a big blur? It's called the serial position effect. The first thing you learn gets all the attention, kind of like the first pancake you make in a batch. Always the best, am I right? And the last thing you learn is still fresh in your mind. The stuff in the middle, it's like that awkward middle school phase. Your brain just tries to forget it ever happened. Your brain is actually more active when you're asleep than when you're awake. It's like your brain waits until you're out cold to throw a massive party. When you finally drift off to sleep, your brain starts cleaning house, consolidating memories and making important connections. So the next time you feel guilty about sleeping in, just remember, your brain is working overtime. Ever notice how you're more likely to spill the tea after a long day? When you're tired, your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for self-control and decision-making, basically checks out. Without that little voice in your head telling you to zip it, you're more likely to say what you really think, even if it's a little unfiltered. So basically, sleep deprivation is like truth serum. Just another reason to prioritize your beauty rest. 70,000 thoughts a day. Your brain is a non-stop chatterbox. The average person has a whopping 70,000 thoughts per day. That's like a thought every second you're awake. From what you're going to have for lunch to existential pondering about the meaning of life, your brain is constantly buzzing with activity. But here's the thing, most of these thoughts are just background noise. It's like scrolling through your social media feed. You see a lot, but how much do you actually remember? 150 friends. Max, Dunbars Number, and the limits of love. According to Dunbars Number, you can only have about 150 people you can truly connect with on a deep, meaningful level. It's like your brain has a limited number of slots for close friends. And once they're full, that's it. So choose wisely, my friends. Because let's be real, who has time for 150 best friends anyway? Music and memories. The soundtrack of your life. Have you ever noticed how a certain song can transport you back to a specific moment in time? That's because music is like a direct line to your emotions. Music has this magical ability to trigger vivid memories and emotions, both good and bad. So that song that always makes you cry, it's probably because it's linked to a time when you were feeling super emotional. Ever wonder why you're more likely to do something if everyone else is doing it? It's called social conformity, and it's a powerful force that influences our behavior, whether we realize it or not. We're social creatures at heart, and we have this deep-seated need to fit in and belong. It's like our brains are hardwired to follow the crowd, even if the crowd is heading straight for a fashion disaster. Did you know that your brain is so powerful that it can actually trick your body into healing itself? It's called the placebo effect. And it's basically the ultimate mind-over-matter phenomenon. You take a sugar pill thinking it's medicine, and your brain is like, oh snap, we're getting that good stuff. And then your body actually starts to feel better, even though you didn't take any real medicine. Who needs sleep when you can have a creative breakthrough? While being well rested is super important, there's something to be said for those late-night brainstorming sessions when the world is quiet and your mind can wander freely. When you're tired, your brain is less inhibited, less bound by logic and reason. And that's when the magic happens. It's like your inner critic takes a nap and your subconscious mind is free to come out and play. So if you're feeling stuck in a creative rut, maybe all you need is a good night's sleep. Or maybe you just need to stay up late and let your tired brain work its magic. Our attention spans are officially shorter than a goldfish's. Those little guys can manage a whole 9 seconds of focus, while we humans are struggling to make it to 8. Thanks to the constant bombardment of notifications, social media, and 24/7 news cycles, our brains are basically wired to be distracted. It's like we're living in a perpetual state of information overload, and our poor little attention spans are paying the price. But don't worry, there's hope. We can train our brains to be more focused and present. Ever notice how you're more likely to do something risky when you're feeling good? When you're in a good mood, your brain releases dopamine, which is like the ultimate feel-good chemical. And dopamine makes you feel more confident, optimistic, and willing to take risks. But remember, with great risk comes great responsibility. Your brain can process images 60,000 times faster than words. Our brains are basically wired to be visual creatures. Think about it. What's easier to remember? A long, complicated explanation or a simple image? Our brains are like, pictures, please! We speak fluent emoji over here. So the next time you're trying to learn something new, ditch the flashcards and opt for some visuals instead. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments which psychology fact surprised you the most. See you next time. And remember, your brain is capable of amazing things.